Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dan Grigson, your North American Dairy Superintendent. I want to welcome each and every one of you to our Supreme Show today. And what a great show we have hosted with 1,271 head that has been shown. As we look at that 1,271 head, of course, the biggest show was the Jersey with 417 total head coming to the ring. In the second spot this year was the Brown Swiss breed with 176. Third was the Guernsey with their numbers at 165. Fourth place in the lineup of how many head was the Holsteins at 154. Sixth for the Ayrshire, they had 120 head. And then seventh was the red and white breed with 103. And again, for that grand total of 1,271 head. So a fantastic show. So our big thank you to you exhibitors for bringing out the number of animals and the quality of animals as we hold our own and stay pretty much consistent each and every year for the number of animals that come to the North America. Our thanks to our breed representatives who have helped us so much with the junior shows and our open shows. And my thanks to our dairy superintendents and staff, and especially my big thank you to my assistant, Roger Sparrow. I sure wouldn't want to try to put on this show without his help. A great job, of course, by our announcer, Kathleen O'Keefe. We want to thank the folks at the Kentucky Farm Bureau Federation for being our sponsor for a Supreme Show today. Representing Kentucky Farm Bureau is Donovan Pigg of the Commodity Division. And, of course, our thanks to Kentucky Venues and the Kentucky State Fair Board. We'll be introducing them to you in just a little bit. It's our pleasure to host 14 national and all-American shows. As we move toward the end of our show, we're ready now for the grand finale, our Supreme class. I want to introduce our judges, first of all, who get the pleasure of choosing our Supreme animals. The judges, as I call out your name, if you'll make your way down the rail. Our Ayrshire classes were judged by Nate Goldenberg of McGregor, Texas. The Brown Swiss Show, judged by Jeff Brown of Wapakoneta, Ohio. Our Guernsey judge was Mike Hickman of Shelbyville, Tennessee. Our Holsteins were placed by Tyler Reynolds of Corfy, New York. Our Jersey, our judge was Ron Crollo from Wisconsin. Our American Shorthorn, Aaron Heinzman from Carlisle, Illinois. And our red and white was placed by Kevin Jorgensen of Pine River, Wisconsin. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is a crew that has enjoyed the judging of our animals for our North American this year. Judges, as you have been instructed, if you will move out, spread out down the rail, and we ask that there'll be no talking until the winners have been announced. We'll pick a reserve and a Supreme for both our heifers and for our cows. We ask that there be no talking in case we have a tie and we have to go through the tiebreaker system. So we begin now with the presentation of our junior champion heifers. We call into the ring, first of all, our Ayrshire junior champion, Martin Place, Jamaica Jenny, exhibited by Ashley Martin from Gora, Maine. She was the winner of the spring yearling class and selected to be the breed's junior champion. This fine heifer was bred by Ashley Martin. The quality Ayrshire heifer going to the judging to move on to be your junior champion. Martin Place, Jamaica Jenny, exhibited by Ashley Martin. Next at the gate is your Brown Swiss junior champion, Britco's Master Design. Exhibited here to North American by the Heisers, Derek and Brittany Heiser, out of Snow Camp, North Carolina. She won the winter heifer class and then competed against all the other heifers to be the junior champion for the Brown Swiss breed. Bred by the Heiser family, it's Britco's Master Design, exhibited to North American by Derek and Brittany Heiser. At the gate now is your Guernsey junior champion, Valley Gem PC JCP Duvet, exhibited by Tom Blue of Circleville, Ohio. She won the fall heifer class and competed on to be your junior champion for the Guernsey breed. Bred by the Valley Gem Farm at Cumberland, Wisconsin. Junior champion for the Guernsey, Valley Gym PCJCP Duvet, exhibited by Tom Blue. Now we call in the Holstein Junior champion, D.V. Gibbs J. Lewis Cayley. Carter Cruz is your exhibitor from Dyersville, Iowa. Won that winter heifer calf class. Stood up against the other heifers in the lineup in the junior champion to become that junior champion for the Holstein breed. Bred by Dwayne and Vicki Gibbs. That's D.V. Gibbs J. Lewis Cayley, exhibited by Carter Cruz. Now let's lead in our Jersey Junior champion. Lostbrook CF Kid Rock Faith. Exhibited by Michaela and Caleb and Kylie and Katie and Jocelyn Osinga from Texas. She won the summer yearling class. On through the competition to defeat the others to become that junior champion for the Jersey breed. Bred by Cressbrook, Lost M, and Sybil Fisher out of Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. That's Lostbrook CF Kid Rock Faith, exhibited by the Osinga family from Hico, Texas. Then we call in now the Milky Shorthorn Junior champion, brand new PV Money Fantasy ET, exhibited by Michaela Crosby of Cerro Gordo, Illinois. Won the spring heifer class and the R&B selected breeds junior champion. Bred by the Brandells of Lake Mills, Wisconsin. Your Milky Shorthorn Junior champion, brand new PV Money Fantasy, exhibited by Michaela Crosby. And now your red and white junior champion. Making her way into the ring is Cherry Lord W. Rival Red E.T. Exhibited by Elsie Matthews from Portales, New Mexico. Winner that winter yearling class. Nice heifer on to compete against the other heifers to be your junior champion. That's Cherry Lord W. Rival Red, bred by Cale Himbury from Muncie, Pennsylvania, and exhibited here at the show by Elsie Matthews. So our judges get a chance now to see our fine champion heifers make the walk. We'll put them in the head-to-tail lineup. And the judges, after you've had a look at the head-to-tail lineup, we'll put them in a stack side by side. And at that point in time, we'll let you guys move in for a little closer observation. It looks like we had the wrong information on the exhibitor for the Holstein, so we want to correct that. D.V. Gibbs J. Lewis Cayley was actually exhibited by Ben Bowles and Jim Brown. We apologize. Our grand champion cows should all be back in the makeup ring. right, judges, take a look at your head to tail lineup. Your head to tail lineup with the quality of the champion heifers. All right, let's move into a stack. Side by side stack, please. All right, exhibitors, if you'll set your heifers up. And judges, you can move in for closer observation. All right, judges, you would be moving back to the rail, and you can start to mark your cards. And again, we ask please no talking until we have announced our winner. And the exhibitors, if you would now, let's turn and make another head-to-tail lineup facing the announcer's table. We so much appreciate the support of the Kentucky Farm Bureau Federation for being our supreme show sponsor. Donovan Pigg is here. He's part of the commodity division of Kentucky Farm Bureau Federation. And folks here at the Farm Bureau here in Kentucky, many times they think, well, it's insurance, and that's the same thing that they think in many states, but it's so, so much more. It's a federation, that's the membership. In fact, in Kentucky, over 450,000 members of Kentucky Farm Bureau. They are the voice of agriculture without a doubt. The insurance is just one of their many services as offered by Kentucky Farm Bureau. Support that they give to agriculture, to young folks, the leadership and the work they do in our legislative sessions that are held here in Kentucky and also at the national level. Kentucky Farm Bureau, truly the voice of Kentucky agriculture. They are the fourth largest state group of Farm Bureau in the country today. We're so proud of the work that they do and so proud that they are a long-time member in supporting the North American. Just again, judges, if you would stay apart and please no talking until we do announce our winners. Making a presentation of other awards today will be Donovan Pigg for Kentucky Farm Bureau, and joining him will be members of the Kentucky State Fair Board. We have with us today Mr. Marshall Coyle, Mr. Steve Kelly, so we're going to ask that they assist with the presentation. Of course, the Kentucky State Fair Board, a part of all the activities that happen here at the Expo Center, operated by Kentucky Venues, and Mr. David Beck, the president and CEO. We also have with us today the Executive Director of Expositions, Corinne Fetter, who will be assisting with the awards, and our North American General Superintendent, Mr. Warren Beeler. So you all be prepared, and we'll see how the tabulation process turns out in just a moment. All right, presenters, if you will take your place. Presenters, move on down to the presentation area, please. How about a huge round of applause for the quality of these fine junior champion heifers for the 25 North America. Representing the 7 breeds and very good numbers, very good lineup of fine heifers for our judges to make their selection from. They vote on the majority opinion system. They'll rank each one on how they place them as 1 through 7, and then we give our total. So the low numbers are going to be the 2 that are going to be the winners. We begin first of all with the announcement of the Reserve Supreme Champion heifer, and that is going to be the Holstein. Reserve Supreme heifer is D.V. Gibbs J. Lewis Cayley, exhibited by Ben Volts and Jim Brown. Won that winter heifer class, and then on to be the junior champion, now to be your Reserve Supreme heifer, D.V. Gibbs J. Lewis Cayley. We'll let them get set up, and they've got the check from Farm Bureau and a rosette from the North American Kentucky Venues here at the Expo Center. And get that picture of our Reserve Supreme heifer. And again, congratulations. Let's give them another big round of applause. Your Reserve, exhibited by Ben Bolts and Jim Brown. And now for the 2025 Supreme Heifer. That award's going to go to the Jersey. That's Lost Brook CF Kid Rock Faith. Michaela, Caleb, Kylie, Katie, and Jalen Osinga from Hico, Texas. That is going to be the winning combination here today to be your Supreme Champion heifer. The reserve heifer received $250, and now the Open Dairy Supreme heifer receives $500. That again from Kentucky Farm Bureau and Donovan Pig here to make that presentation. The banners, of course, from the North American, Kentucky venues, and our State Fair Board members. Other heifers, your excuse and congratulations on your success for this year's show. Right, and our judge for the Jersey show, if you would like to make some comments.
Well, on behalf of all the judges out here for Supreme Champion, I think as good as all these heifers were in this lineup, the Jersey heifer today, I think, for us, just epitomizes what the Jersey breed is looking for. She's got so much breed character. She's so hard-topped and dairy, and I think just an exceptional heifer for her breed, and I think withstand competition at any level in any part of the world. So congratulations on your Supreme Champion, your Jersey today.
And the majority opinion calculation comes away with your Jersey to be your winner for the Supreme Champion Award. All right. Again, our congratulations to the crew there. Heifer's been on the main aisle here most of the time for the North American, taken care of by the Natsky crew. Some of them heading back to Texas and some heading back to Wisconsin. Wherever you go, you're going to go through the snow, but you'll have a smile on your face because you are the Supreme Champion heifer owners. How about another big round of applause? The Osinga family with Lost Brook CF Kid Rock Faith. And our next competition is our Supreme Cow competition. Thanks to Kentucky Farm Bureau for the $2,000 award to the Supreme Cow and $500 to the Reserve Supreme Cow. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's presentation time for your Grand Champion cows. Let's begin with our Ayrshire Grand Champion. At the gate is Lazy M Distinct Reason. Owned and exhibited by Kaysen and Colby Osborne and Georgia Hazelwood from Lewisburg, Tennessee. Bred by the Lazy M Farm at Steitzer, Wisconsin. The age cow class winner that on to be your grand champion. That's Lazy M Distinct Reason, exhibited by Kaysen and Colby Osborne and Georgia Hazelwood from Lewisburg, Tennessee. At the gate now is your Brown Swiss Grand Champion, Dutch Marie Dundee Alley. On the halter is Kenna Jones. Kenna's from Edmonton, Kentucky. This fine brown Swiss cow was a winner of the component merit class. Competed against all the other cows in the competition to be the breed's grand champion. Bred by the Helbig family from Oakdale, Illinois. Component merit winner and grand champion for the brown Swiss. That's Dutch Marie Dundee Alley, exhibited by Kenna Jones from Edmonton. Our Guernsey animal is not able to be with us today. Our grand champion Guernsey was Spring Hill Mentor Joyce, exhibited by Spring Hill Farm. She had a foot injury last night and not able to walk, so they made a decision that they would scratch the Guernsey from the competition. So tough luck for the folks at Spring Hill, a nice cow, but she will not be able to participate today. Your hosting now is coming into the ring. That's your grand champion, Rob Thom, Martina Petey. Exhibited by Eric Ling of Springfield, Missouri. This cow was a winner of the 5-year-old cow class. And competed on to be the breed's grand champion. Bred by the Rob Thom Farms of Springfield, Missouri. Your hosting grand champion is Rob Thom Martina Petey, exhibited by Eric Ling. Now at the gate is your Jersey grand champion. Lookout Joel, She's Spicy. Exhibited by the River Valley Farm from Termont, Illinois. She was the winner of the 4-year-old class. Stood tough competition, but came away on the top as the grand champion for the Jersey breed. Bred by Lookout Jerseys, Trailblazer, and Atlanta McKinvey. That's your Jersey grand champion, Lookout Joel, She's Spicy, exhibited by the River Valley Farm. Now your Milky Shorthorn makes the way into the ring. Milky Shorthorn grand champion is Heavenly Zora, exhibited by Dylan Freeman. Freeman family out of Bremen, Indiana. The Shorthorn cow won the age cow class. And then on to be the breed's grand champion, you're looking at Heavenly Zora E.T. on the halter, Dylan Freeman. Into the ring comes your red and white grand champion, Pondview Alt Butterscotch Red. Exhibited by Christy Ackley of East Liberty, Ohio. Young cow, senior 3-year-old class winner. Competed on to be the breed's grand champion for the red and white breed. Bred by Pondview Farm, that's Cody and Kayla Pond at Bell Fountain, Ohio. So your red and white grand champion is Pondview Alt Butterscotch, exhibited by Christy Ackley. You folks at ringside get an opportunity to see a great head-to-tail lineup of the quality cows that came away as your grand champions for all 7 of our breeds here. We hated for the Guernsey and the bad foot and not being able to walk into the ring, but the 6 animals that have arrived, quality at its very best. And many of you saw that Guernsey cow yesterday. She also one of the best of the breed for sure. All right, let's go into the stack now. Side-by-side stack. And judges, you may move in now for closer observation. Take a look at the quality cows. Listen to the great music by Dwayne Carty, our organist for our North American Dairy Shows. Sit back and enjoy the beauty of our dairy show. Okay, Dwayne, just so you know, this probably is your last year to be organist when you play Rocky Top here in Kentucky. Yeah, all of us Kentucky folks who are football fans, we know Rocky Top by heart because when we play Tennessee, every time they score, they play Rocky Top. Sometimes we've heard it as many as 10, 12 times. Okay, we'll let you get by with it. You do a great job, Dwayne. Thank you, sir. There's that kind of hush as folks look at the quality of the animals for our Grand Champion Parade. Cow power at its very best. Would you not agree, ladies and gentlemen? Your 2025 lineup of the Grand Champion cows for the North American. Let's give them a huge round of applause, okay? All right. Our Assistant Dairy Superintendent Roger Spare is picking up the cards and heading this way. So judges, we ask again, please no talking until we announce our winner. Again, we appreciate the Kentucky venues, the Kentucky State Fair Board for their support not only for a state fair, but the many, many activities that happen here at the Expo Center. And of course, one of the great ones, one of the big ones, of course, is our North American. Joining us now is Mr. David Beck, who is the CEO and the president of the Expo Center, Kentucky venues. Very, very dedicated to the facility here and to the programs that are offered here. And I think he'll probably share a little information with you today about what the future holds here for the Expo Center. So, Mr. Beck, we thank you and I'd like to invite you, if you would, to come to the microphone and make a few comments.
Mr. Grigson, thank you and for the opportunity. It's always exciting to see all the livestock, particularly the dairy here at the North American. Just want to take a minute on behalf of our board, Kentucky State Fair Board, as well as the Executive Committee of the North American International Livestock Exposition, just to express our appreciation for all of you and what you do, the judges, the announcers, the superintendents, and particularly the exhibitors. We hope you enjoy the show. We're always looking for ways that we can enhance it and improve it. Ms. Corinne Federer and her team are very dedicated to this, and I know we all welcome your feedback. I also want to say that hope you recognize that with the construction that's taking place, we know that does cause some inconvenience along the way, but the goal is to enhance these properties, improve them, and expand them for future generations, continue to enjoy the livestock shows we have here like this one for many years to come, and enjoy the same experiences that you are. So again, thank you for what you're doing. Congratulations to all of you, and looking forward to seeing the winner of this class.
Well, if you have not had the opportunity to see the model over here at the East Hall, you can see the model of the plans for what's coming across the road here in the construction area. There's some pictures and things that are on the wall as well too, but we're looking forward to what we think will probably be North American 2027. Everybody keep your fingers crossed. It's going to be great. It's going to be a super nice facility, easy in, easy out. The air quality will be fantastic. So we're looking forward to it. I hope you folks are too. All right, if our presenters will move into place now. Mr. Donovan Pigg for Kentucky Farm Bureau and Mr. Beck for Kentucky Venues. Ms. Feder for the Executive Director of the Expositions here at the Expo Center. Our General Superintendent Warren Beeler. State Fair Board members Marshall Cole and Steve Kelly, if you'll also join them down at the presentation area. The Open Dairy Reserve Supreme Cow receives $500 from the Kentucky Farm Bureau and a rosette from the North American. Tabulation process shows that your Reserve Supreme Cow is going to be your Grand Champion Milking Shorthorn. That's your Reserve Supreme, Heavenly Zora Dylan Freeman from across the river in Bremen, Indiana. She won the age cow class, competed against all the other fine cows in the Shorthorn, bring it here to our show to become your Grand Champion Milking Shorthorn, and now to be the Reserve Supreme. That's Heavenly Zora, exhibited by Dylan Freeman. Receiving that check and the rosette and the pride of being the Reserve Supreme Champion Cow. That's Heavenly Zora Dylan Freeman, the owner from Bremen, Indiana. Let's give him another nice round of applause. Reserve Supreme. And Now, ladies and gentlemen, your Open Supreme cow competed against, I guess you would say that competed against 1,271 animals to come out to be the queen. And the queen, your Supreme, going to be the Jersey. Look out, Joel, she's spicy. All right, look out, Joel, she's spicy. That's going to be your Supreme Champion cow. Again, our congratulations to all of our Grand Champion cows. The other remaining animals, you may be excused. Look at Joel, she's spicy. That's your Supreme, exhibited by the River Valley Farm from Tremont, Illinois. Bred by Lookout Jerseys, Trailblazer, and Atlanta McKibben. River Valley Farm gets the pride of having the Supreme Champion cow for the 2025. So, Judge, if you would, your comments about the champion cow.
Well, congratulations to all the exhibitors that were here at the All-American. On behalf of myself and all the judges here, I think we had an exceptional group of grand champions, and I want to congratulate them as well. But for us today, I think that Jersey pretty handily walks away with the Supreme Champion title, a cow that just exhibits so much true type model and of what the Jersey breed is looking for. She exemplifies so much breed character everywhere throughout her entire makeup. And congratulations to all the exhibitors, but especially to your Supreme Champion, the Jersey.
And thank you very much, judges. We appreciate the good job that you've done for the Supreme and for your individual breeds. So thank you so much, guys. Good job for sure. Appreciate your participation here at our North American this year. Mr. Nate Goldenberg and Jeff Brown, Mike Hickman, Tyler Reynolds, Ryan Crolaw, Aaron Heinzman, Kevin Jorgensen, thank you so much. And another round of applause for your Supreme Champion cow. Look out, Joel, she's spicy, exhibited by the River Valley Farm. Thanks to everyone for your participation in our North American Dairy Show activities. We look forward to hosting your national dairy shows in 2026. Please come back next year and help our North American continue to grow to be bigger and better. Thanks for being a part of the world's largest all-breed, purebred livestock show, the North American International Livestock Expo. Remember, all cattle and tack must be out of the barn by 11 a.m. tomorrow. We ask if you would, please, if you would pick up the trash in your areas, place that in the dumpsters. We'd like to get down to where we have mostly just the manure, straw, and hay to get out of the barn. So please pick up your trash and place it in the dumpsters. And with that, you are now released. Have a safe trip home. Be careful in the snow.